Hello everyone and welcome to another historic video. So today we're going to be taking a look at a land destruction deck. I haven't dabbled in a land destruction deck in a while now. There are a few new cards that were introduced to the historic format to support the land destruction cause, such as the liquid metal coating with the ancient grudge combo, but you know, individually, there's just not a good card. And if you do top deck those cards, you don't have one or the other, they do kind of become dead. So I tried a little bit more linear approach where every card that we play is pretty strong. So for example, aside from the Cleansing Wildfire and the Stone Rain that we have, I tried to put a bunch of good cards into the deck because one thing that the Stone Rain does do is that we gain insurmountable tempo, especially if you start with Land Wealth, right? So you blow up the land and then you start out strong. So that's the idea with the deck. And of course, with the Elvish Mystic introduced into the historic format, Sawtusk Demolisher actually becomes way powerful. Same with the Stone Rain. So leading from Elvish Mystic or Land World into a Stone Rain would be almost backbreaking, especially if you're going first. And then leading into a Sawtusk Demolisher, it's almost game over at that point. So that is the ideal curve that you can expect from this deck. But aside from that, that's where we draw the line. That's it. Enough memeing around. This is where we play some good cards. So on the 2-drop, we have the Molten Impact, which is a premium removal spell. And then we also have Bone Crusher Giant, removal spell attached to a creature. And then we got Perilous Iteration that lets you search for our 3-drops or 4-drops. And in our case, we have the LAKEY, just an excellent card on the 3-drop that lets you get through your deck and constantly grows as a threat if opponent doesn't remove it. Of course, we also do have Stone Rain and the Brotherhood's End. Brotherhood's End is pretty interesting because even though we do play Llanowar Elves and Elvish Mystic, if you use a Sawtusk Demolisher and then mutate it onto those cards, it does grow into a 6/6, which does avoid the 3 damage board wipe. And also, LAKEY does grow over time, so it does dodge Brotherhood's End. One interaction that you should know with Sawtusk Demolisher, we do play 4 copies of Indestructible Land. In my case, I am playing Cascading Cataract. If you don't have the wild cards, there are other options out there, such as the Darksteel Citadel. The only reason I am playing the Cascading Cataracts over the Darksteel Citadel is because it's not an artifact land, in which case if you do come across a Divine Purge, it doesn't get removed. So that is the only distinction. But come to think of it, like it's been a hot minute since I've seen a Divine Purge, so you should be fine with just playing with Darksteel Citadel. And since Sawtusk Demolisher says that destroy target non-land permanent, if you target your own indestructible land, then you'll be generating a 3/3 without having to destroy your land. And same goes for Cleansing Wildfire. If you do it onto your indestructible land, you get to ramp into fetching one of those basic lands from the deck onto the battlefield. We are only playing 2 mountains and forests since we only have 2 Cleansing Wildfires in the deck. But if you do want to go up on the basic lands in the deck, you can cut the pathways for it. I don't recommend cutting any of the dual lands in the deck, such as the Shock lands and Pain lands and even Mana Confluence, because it's really important that when you play your Llanowar Elf or Elvish Mystic on turn 1, if Cascading Cataract or Darksteel Citadel is the only land that you have available on turn 2, then you're not going to be able to cast Stone Rain. So if you're going to be adding a basic land, I recommend cutting something like a Pathway. So with that said, let's hop on over to some games of Historic Ranked to see how the deck does. And as always, if you've enjoyed the video so far or like the deck, leave a like, comment below, subscribe, and I would also love to hear your experience with the deck if you have tried the deck yourself. But would I recommend crafting something like this? Probably not. It is a bit on the meme side, so especially with the upcoming set in 4 days, I definitely don't recommend crafting something like this. Alright. Good enough hand, but no land destruction for me, I guess. I mean, I got Cleansing Wildfire, but looks like we're playing against an elf deck. Elvish Mystic start. Nykthos. Oh! This is a mono green devotion. I see, I see. Hmm. Well, in that case... So their deck actually doesn't run that many lands to begin with, so... Getting rid of those elves is always good. Also, Molten Impact. I was gonna say what a card, but... Those pesky Paradise Druids, man. I think I'm actually going to blow up the Nykthos here. I would have loved to play the Lelia there. But such is life. Old Growth Troll. I'm gonna try to look for a removal spell. And also ramping ourselves. Wombo combo. Wow, we actually drew all our basics. Wow, we actually got Molten Impact. Actually rewarded. Okay, let's get rid of those. One land versus 5. Feels good. I would 100% rather flood than getting mana stuck. Boseiju. Okay, let's attack first with Lelia. Land. Okay. So Boseiju is kind of interesting because it can also destroy land. That is an incredible draw. What a card. Oh, we have the Sawtusk and a Perilous Iteration into another one, by the way. Oh, this is the nuts. This is actually the nuts. Now that is a Lelia. That is a Lelia. Technically we can use the Boseiju to get rid of the troll. But I don't think you can get rid of the basic. So we'll just do this. I mean, I don't think there's any card that actually gets them out of this. Yep. Easy game. No elves, but a lot of removal spells. We are also playing against Giganta, meaning that we're probably playing against a wizard deck. So Lelia. We have 3 lands into Lelia, so... I love this card. Okay. Let's see what they are. Yep. They are indeed a wizard deck. Dreadhorde Arcanist. So I can obviously a Molten Impact, but I could also Stone Rain. I think that might be better because, like, we have Brotherhood's End. So if they play more creatures... There you go. Yeah, well, here's to hoping. No spell pierce, please. Please. Thank God. Land. That is good. That is good. I shouldn't have played that land in case we get a land. Okay, gas. Into more gas. Gas into more gas. Balmore. Is this Wizard's Lightning? Okay. That's fine. We have another one. Okay, so now we can just Brotherhood's End. Let me see here. I could also attack first to see what I get. Oh no. I just realized LAKEY is actually a 2/2 initially. Okay, that was really bad. Like, okay, I'm throwing. For some reason, I thought LAKEY was 3/3 because, like, look, right now it's 3/3. So, like, in my brain, she was a 3/3. Oh my god, that would have been horrible if they had another removal spell. Okay. Decent start. Oh, we're playing against an egg deck. That's the only deck that I know that would play something like Crystal Grotto. We do have Sawtusk Demolisher though, so... Mind Stone, yep. It's a little bit slow, but... Okay, no land disruption, but that's still okay. It's such a good card. Cloud Key. So that's something we should probably blow up instead of the land, right? Because this discounts every artifact. And land only provides one mana. Yeah, that's kind of annoying because we can't attack with our Sawtusk Demolisher, but it's still fine. Sawtusk is pretty gas, the fact that it can just destroy anything. Spare supplies. So their deck just wants to draw a bunch of spells with eggs. That's what their deck does, and then they try to win with the artifact that gains them a bunch of life every time you play something. So funny thing is, if I use Sawtusk Demolisher on it again on the land world, they can just block the Demolisher, which is not something I want. And since I can't win next turn anyways, I should probably just play Land Elves and pass. Usually their deck has a hard time winning unless they Unless they have an anvil. So they need an anvil down. So unless I see an anvil, I don't think they can win. So I'm just gonna save my Sawtusk Demolisher for the anvil. Okay, here though, I might just Stone Tusk here. Since, yeah, I think I might just Stone Tusk here. And get rid of a land from them. I think, Inventor's Fair, maybe? They can block my Sawtusk Demolisher and killing it, but I think I'm okay with that, since we do have Layer Hydra. So I'm just gonna attack with everything. If they block the elves, I'm totally okay with this. They go to 2. Now we have Layer. And Sawtusk has Trample, so... Unless they win here... I should be okay. Okay. That is like the literal 2-card combo. So that now they can tap my Sawtusk Demolisher and I can't attack with them next turn. Okay, that was pretty lucky. We're still good. Okay, another one. I guess I could technically, I can't put it on Layer, right? Right? Since I have to pay 2. Yeah, I don't have the mana. I can't attack with it. Yeah, I can't attack with it. By mutating onto it. I can just play it out as a 6/6 trample. Obviously, I could have mutated onto a Sawtusk Demolisher into putting it onto the Cascading Cataract and then making a 2/3/3s, but I think I just want large bodies with trample. So they could technically still win here if they have an anvil. They'd have to have an anvil into a Mind Stone into another anvil. So I do have the entire guide to the deck the opponent's playing. So if you want to check it out, I do have it in the channel. It's called the Egg Deck. Alright, they didn't have it. But yeah, they could have still won. I mean... Ooh, finally we have Elvish Mystic into a Stone Rain. Finally. It's quite unfortunate that we're going second. Man. Did we go first tonight? I feel like I don't think we did. I mean, it's quite unfortunate. Because this is the curve, right? Elvish Mystic, Stone Rain into Sawtusk Demolisher, and if opponent is playing an aggro deck, we get the Brotherhood's End. It's just so good. I mean, I hope not opponent's AFK. or left the game because I really want to play this out with this hand. Please, opponent. Come back. Ooh, they're here. Yes. Oh, it's a goblin deck. That's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. Because I don't think goblin plays any removal spell, so I can at least expect a stone rain coming down on turn 2. Snoop. That's good. They don't have a land next turn. Okay, let's actually, does it matter which one we blow up? Because we do play the other let's see, Cleansing Wildfire. Oh, it says destroy target land. Actually, it can destroy a basic land. Okay. So let's just destroy then. Opponent. Oh, they do not like this. They do not like this. They don't like this at all. I mean, who would? No. Okay. Yeah, we're at 12. But I think I can still afford to play the Sawtusk Demolisher. Because let's see, 2, 5, 6, 9. We go to 3. Right, we go to 3. There goes their land. They have a land on top, but the Horde Master can't actually draw a land, so we know that they don't have a land in their hand. Okay, so this should be like game over. What's funny is it's actually gonna exile their land on top. Creature. Did they get a land? They did. Muxus on top. So we know that they're not going to be able to draw land next turn to play their 3 drops, so let's just do that. And we'll attack. And we'll end the turn without casting the Cleansing Wildfire because we do have the Molten Impact up. Okay, so that should be a wrap. Man, so good. Oh man. We actually got one person. We got one person through land destruction. Man. This card is kind of absurd versus creature decks, huh?